Hi folks, Dave, the Honest Audiophile. This is the CCZ Emerald and this is the CCZ Melody. And these are my Honest Audiophile impressions. I want to thank KeepHifi for sending over the CCZ Emeralds and the CCZ Melodies for a review. Do greatly appreciate it. KeepHifi, you rock. Alright, so the unboxing experience is nothing spectacular. You do get a little bit of information here on the back and on the sides, and you are going to find out that it has a 10mm dynamic and a balanced armature driver inside it, and that they are 16 ohms, 110 decibels of sensitivity, and 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz in frequency response. All right, so inside the box, you're going to get your IEM, the cable, and also a bag of silicone tips, small, medium, and large. Wow, one bag. Anyways, so the IEMs themselves, here you go. Here are the melodies. They do come in different colors, by the way, but I like this piano glossy black. It's built in plastic. It's not bad for the price. Actually, it's pretty good. For some, it actually might beat out some more expensive stuff in the price point. I enjoy the build. Cable is atrocious, but it's workable at that price, and what do you expect? And then you got the emeralds, which actually are more mint color, built the same way. And I'm going to show it here. Both of them have this little bit of silicone on the wing, and I really do enjoy that. It helps with the comfort. I am not a huge fan of IEMs with wings like that, but the silicone did help with comfort. Overall, I found that both of them are built well, and the comfort is decent. The cable, as I said, is atrocious, but the microphone does work, so if you want to replace it, go for it. I didn't. I used the stock cable and the stock tips. All right, so how do they sound? Well, first we need to talk about what did I use to power them with, and it was very simple. I used a Heidi's AP80 Pro, a IFI Go Blue, Next Drive Spectra X, and a Venture Electronics Odyssey HD. All of them worked fine. All of them sounded fine. No problems whatsoever. These things are not picky with what they are powered with. All right, so how do they sound? The bass on both is quite prominent. It is the focal point of both. And I find that, the melody is a little bit more thicker, a little bit more robust, and has more body and slam. And the emerald is a little bit more airy and a little bit more separated, but doesn't have the punch and slam as much. But both of them are very prominent in the bass. This one is the more enjoyable and fun. This is a little bit more detailed, I guess, if you wanted to call it, but it does lack the fun factor. Moving into the mids, the melody is warmer, more lush, and a little bit thicker, and just overall more pleasing. And the emerald is a little bit more thinner, a little bit recessed, has a little bit more air to it, but to me it is also a little bit more aggressive in its presentation, especially in the upper mids, and you do get some sibilance and sharpness. In the treble, the lower treble of the emerald is more accentuated, and you do get some hotness every now and then, and things can sound a little bit too energetic and a little bit too much energy going on. Whereas with the melody is a little bit more laid back and has a little bit of warmth in the treble, and everything's just a little bit more mellow, but yet you still have a good amount of energy and sparkle. Soundstage wise, they're both fairly wide as far as to each other. They both have good spacing in that area, but the melody, sorry, keep getting the names. The melody is a little bit better in depth. You can look into the stage a little bit more, and the emerald is a little bit better in layering and in separation of instruments. Overall, I find that they're both okay. They're both pleasing, but I find that I prefer the melody just because it is a little bit more laid back. Doesn't quite have the energy and sparkleness that the emerald has. The melody is a little bit more chill and more fun sounding and has the more engaging bass. I really do enjoy the overall just aspect of them being cheap and being able to just be on the go and have a fun listen. But they lack a lot. Tone and timbre is not natural whatsoever. They are not even remotely close. But the melody is better than the Emerald in that regard. The Emerald really struggles with tone and timbre. It's a very metallic sound, whereas the melody does have a little bit closer to a natural sound. Also, they're not the most detailed IEM. Now, I know we were talking a very small price tag here, but these are very, very limited in their details, and they're also not really good at resolving. I do find that the melody is better at resolving. It's not as harsh sounding as the Emerald. The Emerald may be a little bit better in detail retrieval, but it has some harshness to it and graininess to it, and it's not a very pleasing sound when it comes to revealing the details. So I just find that the melody is more pleasing. How do they compare to a product that I do enjoy in this price point, which is the KZ ZEX? I find that the ZEX is just better overall. The ZEX is more comfortable. The ZEX has better detail retrieval and resolution and tone and timbre. And also it's just overall more controlled and just more airy and better separating, isolated out instruments, has better depth and layering. Overall, I just find that the ZEX is just the better IEM versus them. How would I rank the two CCZs versus each other? I would definitely pick the Melody, then the Emerald. But if you're going to throw the ZEX into the mix, I would put ZEX, then the Melody, then the Emerald. It's been Dave, the Honest Audiophile. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Speaking of next video, somewhere on the screen, subscription links and notification bells. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't forget the notification bell so you'll know when the next video from the Honest Audiophile is uploaded. Also, there's all kinds of links down below for how you can connect with the channel, how you can support the channel through Patreon, PayPal, memberships, all kinds of good stuff. So check out the links down below for tier lists and gear recommendations and all of that. It's been Dave, the Honest Audiophile. Thank you for watching. Remember to enjoy the music, and honesty is the best policy.